Alright, so basically this is what we call our front desk. It separates all of your tickets based on the ticket status. So you have like scheduled, so any scheduled tickets will show in the scheduled column, estimates or estimates anew. Once you know you're doing the job, you can change the ticket status to approved, and you'll know these are the jobs that you're actually working on. You have parts on order, because you can even get like online vendors set up in here, so you can order parts right from the ticket, and or just save to the ticket as an estimate. When the ticket's done and you're just waiting for payment, you can mark it as finished. Kind of organizes everything once you process a payment. Oh, I don't have any paid tickets right now, but I'll show you how to do that. Payment due, this is like it's like a new feature. It's like our accounts receivable feature. If you don't have like QuickBooks or anything, because we do have a QuickBooks interface, but payment due, basically what it does is it's mostly used for like charge accounts. So like, let's say you did, this guy's vehicles, and you want the sale to go through today's end of day sales. It'll actually process that through the end of day, and then create a copy of that ticket. So when you actually do receive payment, you can come in here and process the payment, and it always references the original ticket number. And then all, of course, is all of them. So, yeah. All right. So to start, on the bottom, we'll click Create Ticket. I even have some slideshows I can send over to you as well. That might be helpful. So you click Create Ticket. And with this, as you start building your customer base, and whatever you type, it'll automatically look for anything related. You can search by last name, phone, zip, plate, whatever. If you want to add a new customer, you click right here, New Customer, put in whatever information that you have. Cell phone, whatever. Add a vehicle, put all the vehicle information in. But here we're just gonna, Drake, Kathy Drake. If she got a new vehicle, you can add a new vehicle down here. You pick a vehicle. You can view history if you want of the vehicle, or all of her history if you have her selected. You can view the history of just a customer alone. And then we're going to create a ticket on the bottom. So create ticket. And we'll pull in all of the customer information on the upper left, all the vehicle information on the right hand side. Here's where you would choose your ticket statuses. We even have a texting feature if you ever wanted to add that, where you can actually text them like an estimate, and they can write back to you via the program, and then you'll be able to view all of the text in this tab. Everything is date and time stamped, so in the event you can't get a signature, you'll be able to reference that, and you can even choose to have the text print on the ticket too. So we'll start with repair. Let's see, repair. Let's see. So now, let's see. We're going to go to Speedy Cat. This is where most of our vendors are set up. It's a little thing called Speedy Cat. So we'll just say belts and cooling. Save. Now this is automatically going to open up into my parts supplier. And with Baymaster, everything is vehicle specific, so it's only going to show me what's compatible with the vehicle on the ticket, which is an 05 Crown Vic. So we'll put belts. I don't know. And then serpentine belt. Yeah. And even with our motor package, like we have all the wiring diagrams and component locators and all that as well. So when this opens, you have like your manufacturer, your item number. If you have the inventory feature, it'll even let you know if you have any of that part in your own inventory, and then your cost as you have set up with the vendor, just the available quantity, blah blah blah. This actually shows this little magnifying glass. You can click on that to view an image of the part. Has any warranty information, technical bulletins, product information, specs, OE cross-reference numbers. Print this if you need to. So now let's just say, alright. So if I was going to order one, I'll just pick this one for random. You can either click save only to save it on the ticket for an estimate and order it later. Or if you know you're going to do the job, you can actually click save and order, and it'll send the order right to your vendor. With the motor labor guides, you could click labor right here, and it would come up with, you have S for standard, severe, and warranty times. So we'll do standard, and we'll do save only. And it automatically puts all that information on the ticket for you. So you have your parts at the top, the parts at the top, your labor on the bottom. You could always come in and edit anything of the labor description. You can get, like, I know you don't now, but if you say you start hiring other technicians, you can get your technicians set up and actually assign them, to the jobs there. And then you can run reports on like billable versus actual hours and, profitability and things like that. So there's that. And then we click ticket. We go back to the ticket. And I just want to show you an oil change real quick, because we have our oil changes are all set up in here. Another thing, if you have like several jobs on a ticket and the customer doesn't want everything to be done today, you can actually just take the check mark out of it. It'll mark it as a quote, and then they'll pay for whatever they are having done. And then the next time, as you see the oil change came up, the next time you create a ticket for this customer with that vehicle, those quotes will show up reminding you, like, oh, hey, remember last time you were in, you didn't have this done. That's something you want to have done today. And it'll save all your pricing and everything. Save all your pricing and everything, and just, put a check mark, and it'll add everything back over here. You can set up discounts, create your own surcharges or whatever. Let's show you the oil change. So we'll click LOS. And we'll do the $49.99 special. Now this, again, is going to open directly to my vendor. And it's set to include up to 5 quarts of oil and a filter up to $13. And we also have it set to look up an air filter and a fuel filter as well. So that's what it's trying to pull all of that data now. I hope I'm using the new microphone. Sometimes I sound like I'm underwater. I always get so glitchy when I'm recording. I just hope it doesn't sound like I'm underwater when you get it. Yeah, the recording, sometimes the first couple of demos I did, because we've been working from home, I was like, why do I sound like I'm in a tin can or like underwater? It turned out I was using the webcam microphone instead of my headset. I was like, oh. So I forgot to check that, but we'll see. All right, so possibly unexpected, but that's all good. All right, so we got our oil filter. So we have 4 in inventory. We'll use that. Use stock. And we got our air filter. So we'll just say we'll choose that. Oh, I did that last time too. It didn't pull up the fuel filters. But anyway, so I have to check it, make sure it's still set that way. And then, like, the labor is included with the oil filter, but if I click labor down here with air filter, it'll bring it to the top for me. Then we'll just do standard. So click save only. So now with the inventory feature, it'll automatically come up and show you what oils you have in your inventory. And with the motor tech data, the quick lube feature, it'll tell you exactly how much oil this vehicle requires, the weight of the oil or whatever. So 5W20, 5W20. Now it's going to ask me how many quarts I'm going to charge the customer for. I'm going to charge her for 6 quarts. Because it's only set up to include up to 5, it automatically knows to add that extra line, that extra quart or whatever. And same with the oil filter. It's only included up to $13, so anything over that, it adds like an upgrade. And anybody, if you want to remove any parts, the X on the right-hand side, you can remove any parts or labor or whatever. So then just click ticket, and there's your estimate going there. You can change the ticket status here from estimate to approved once you know you're doing it. Now, if I do a preview, let's do a preview. We also have custom digital inspection forms and things like that, but you might not want to add all that, but I mean, the possibility is crazy, just how much they recently added to this. So this is what the ticket will look like. You have your different work groups broken up. You can choose to have the surcharge print like its own work group, or just down in the corner in the total section. Any vehicle recommendations will print. Any customer instructions that they had would print up here. And that's that. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. So now up here, because it's set, the ticket status is set to estimate. So, come on. Up here it says estimate number, and you can even choose to have your tickets date based, your ticket number date based. So this is like 2020, 06, 16, 002, 003, 004. Or you can have it numeric if you want to start at like 10,000 and just count up. It's up to you how you want the ticket numbers to show, or generate, I should say. Once I change the ticket status to approved, it'll change the estimate. It'll say work order number, this number. Once I move it to finished, it'll say invoice number, this number. So kind of changes based on the status. And that's pretty much it. If you want to make a payment, just come in here and make a payment. You choose cash, check, or credit card. We do integrate with one credit card processor, Charger Pro. So just choose how they're paying, little payment note if you want, or to pay by check. You can put a check number, enter the payment amount, and process payment. Ticket has exceptions. All right. You can also choose to have it set up where it won't allow you to close out a ticket if like mileage is missing, which is probably what this is telling me. Mileage must be filled out. Yeah, like delivery required, or source of lead required. You could track the source of lead, how they found out about you, whatever. So I don't know. So now it'll let me mark it as paid. So pretty simple. This is all service revenue required. No, finish the ticket. We also integrate with Carfax. So this is something that will be up to you. If the customers want to receive text notifications from Carfax or whatever, but that's only on just to show you. We're going to pick a technician. We'll just say Jim, and then go back, and you're back at your front desk. And then if we go to the paid, there's our paid ticket there. So then all the setup happens on the admin screen. All the, like, we're running your end of day setup. You can choose what reports you want to print. These are the reports that are available. Choose when you want your last day of the week to be. If you can always go back and reprint any reports too, like from history. You need like the last 3 months tax report. You can always go back and reprint anything. There's the inventory items. We have automatic reminders, mass text messaging. So many things, but and all the canned jobs. You go to the jobs editor, create your own canned jobs, however you want that job to flop onto the ticket. So, if you have any questions at this time? I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, they're so expensive. Right. Yeah. hmm And you also have the option if you wanted to go on the cloud. I keep hitting my microphone. Um, if you want to go on the cloud, where if you're on the cloud, you can access the program on like a smartphone or a tablet or wherever. If you want to access it from home or if you're on vacation or whatever, but but there is a cloud fee. It's like $7.50 a month for the first user. But or you can have it. Oh, and you also don't have to worry about doing any backups. Everything's backed up on our servers. So if anything ever happened to your computer, you can just like Facebook log you right back in on any other computer, and all your data is there. Or you can stay local, so you don't have that cloud fee. It's just installed on your computer. You will be responsible for backups. You would only be able to access it from the device we installed it on or whatever. So you do have choices, and the pricing, here's our pricing. So like the base program is $50, and then this is the motor tech data. So yeah, for the first year it'd be $79. But I mean, even if you just wanted like labor times, you just want to do like that and that, but you can just pick and choose whatever features you want. We have custom digital inspection forms. And when you click on any one of these too, it kind of tells you what that feature does for you, or what it does in the program. But, so that's that. I'm gonna upload this. I'm gonna upload the video and then email. You want me to email to the Chap Auto Repair at Gmail? Okay. Okay. Yep. So, any other questions? Anything? Yeah, of course, but yeah, I hear you. Right. Mhm. Right. Ah. Right. Mhm. Right. Yep. Yep. Mhm. Right. Especially when you're by yourself. Yeah. Yep. Right. Yeah. Right. So, yeah. So all right. I'm gonna get this video. It'll be like a YouTube video. So once I get it uploaded, get the link, I'll send it over to you so that you can refer back to it. And yeah, if you ever wanna, you ever even just think of any other questions or want to know about any other features, or you actually want to get started on I could get you in a free 2-week trial so you can test it out yourself. Just let me know whenever you might be ready and take it from there. Right. That's fine. That's fine. Whenever you're ready. Right. Mhm. Yeah. All right. So if anything comes up, because when I send you the email, all my contact information will be there, so you can email me if it's easier, whatever whatever works for you. And yeah, I hope to talk to you soon. And good luck. Right? Yep, yep. No problem. Same here, Brandon. All right. You have a great day. You're welcome. Bye bye.